Yeah, it's cooked.
Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so it was his real body.
How did he get so fat?
He was on the bulk for sure. He just started eating a
How
bit.
much was he eating?
Yeah, जाएगा नहीं. Let's start with the most.
जवानी में पहलवानी लड़ते हुए से लेके 42 साल का एक आदमी है जो 52 साल का एक आदमी तक की एक बड़ी सी जर्नी है। आमिर सर ने पहले मुझसे पूछा था कि तुम अपना विजन बताओ कि तुम
He must have felt so uncomfortable because he's never been
that big,
unfit.
I don't think. Also,
no, I don't think he's ever been unfit in his whole career.
Also, it's interesting how how serious he takes his roles. Bro's a perfectionist.
I love that. I love that.
नितेश जी ने कहा कि हम लोग शुरू करते हैं आपका जो यंग पोर्शन है वहाँ से शुरू
Makes sense.
तो मैंने कहा नहीं सर ऐसे नहीं करते हम उल्टा करते हैं हम पहले
I noticed they must have
मोटापे
done
का जो
that.
पार्ट
I realized that in the film.
करीबन 80% फिल्म जो है
Okay, so towards the end, he lost all the weight. Oh God, Jesus
Damn.
Christ.
Damn.
तो पहले वो कर लेते हैं अगर मैं यंग पोर्शन कर लूं और फिर मैं वजन बढ़ा के मैं ओल्ड का जो पोर्शन है वो करूं तो जब फिल्म कंप्लीट होगी उस वक्त मैं मोटा रहूंगा.
Right. So by the end of the film, then he'll be in shape, right? And then he can fuck off and be in shape.
Correct. That's what I thought happened. You know.
वजन कम करने की.
Yeah, that's true. Because then he won't have the motivation.
Yeah.
Whatever I wanted and have a.
Yeah, I think he just went dirty. He just did a dirty bulk. He just ate whatever he wanted, and probably was eating. I don't know with the time period that he had, but let's presume it was 6 months, a year, maybe less. You could do a dirty bulk, put on 10 kgs, no problem. Maybe even 15, 20 kgs.
I guess.
Again, your arteries and your heart won't fucking thank you, and you will have to eat 3 donuts a day plus 17,000 rotis. Yeah.
Ball. I have to say I had a ball, but it was also most uncomfortable.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
My
I
wrestling
wonder
training
it
was affected because I was
were
carrying
so
so much
big.
weight that I couldn't
Yeah.
really.
He was a
move
proper heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know,
Also,
your
it
breathing
must have been
changes when
hard
you put
because
on
he
weight.
was also training.
And also
so
he's saying
how-
like your breathing changes when you put on so much size. It's like,
100%.
come on.
But here's the thing: it must have been really tough because you're putting on weight, but you're also exercising. So it's like
He had to
working
eat a
against it.
fuckload.
Yeah, he had to work so
Whole
hard.
body language changes. The way you walk, the way you sit, the way you try to stand up. Everything changes.
Mood.
जो इनका डेडिकेशन है आमिर सर का। एक टेम्पटेशन ये भी है आपका कि ठीक है आप मेरे को मोटा दिखना है तो मैं फिर बॉडी सूट लगा लेता हूँ।
Body
Yeah, I
suit
guess
में
you
मजा
could-
नहीं
you
आएगा,
could have done
मतलब
that.
It didn't
चुन्नी
excite
शर्ट
him.
के नीचे मैं मोटा लगूंगा लेकिन वो फील नहीं आएगा वो
Right.
मजा नहीं
right.
आएगा मुझे as
He's
an
a very
actor.
kinesthetic
I hope
actor.
you never see like this ever again.
And guys, the picture wrap on our thumb.
Yeah, they must have been so tough.
Time to get in shape.
Let's go.
तो मोटापा खत्म लेकिन जब शुरुआत हुई थी तो मुझे लगा था मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा
He looks incredible. It's
क्योंकि
just
मेरा वजन इतना
insane.
ज्यादा था 97 किलोज और 38% बॉडी
Mate.
Ah,
That's like 195 pounds.
bad.
Jesus. 37. Oof.
फैट मुझे लगा कि ये मैंने पंगा ले लिया है क्योंकि अब ये होगा नहीं जब आप
Yeah,
हिमालय की
that's
चोटी को देखते हो तो आपको
mad.
लगता है कि आप कभी पहुंच ही नहीं पाओगे
How much was he working out? How
Probably
much
twice
was he
a day.
burning?
Probably twice a day.
A
and,
day?
and he was definitely probably.
On a deficit, 100%.
No, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying he was probably doing the juicy juice
Ah,
because the shape he got on was nuts.
ये
insane.
बहुत
The
मुश्किल लगती है
incisions?
आप निराश हो जाते हो
Yeah, the muscle insertions were crazy.
तो पहले दिन आप
But he
करते
had to
हो
put in the work, so whatever.
और आपको लगता है कि यार अभी तो
Also,
शुरुआत ही है
it
wonder
must
how
have
long.
helped. It must have helped the fact that he had weight on.
तो ये जो
because
निराशा
then
की थॉट्स आते
he
थे
puts
मेरे
bigger
मन में मैं
mass on.
उनको
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. 6 months, people are saying.
हटा देता था
He was
और
still
मैं
eating
सोचता था
donuts in
कि
the
जो भी
middle of the
है,
deficit.
No, he was eating the middle of them donuts in that deficit.
Ah, okay, yes.
सिर्फ
okay,
आप
yes.
इस दिन के बारे में सोचो जो सफर है
Yeah, day by day,
उसके
champ.
अंत के बारे में मत सोचो
कब पहुंचूंगा कैसे पहुंचूंगा one day at a time one step at a time
There
डॉक्टर
you
निखिल
go.
दुरंदर साहब अमेरिका में
Damn,
उनकी
that guy is
dietitian
huge
थे।
too.
उनके साथ हम लोगों ने एक
Look at his jaw.
कस्टमाइज्ड डाइट प्लान कैलोरिक डेफिसिट डाइट प्लान 1800 कैलोरी से लेके 2500 कैलोरी तक
Yeah, because before he was probably
Eating like
downing 4,000,
yeah, I was thinking
5,000.
300.
Used to oscillate.
डाइट इज नंबर 1 इन चेंजिंग योर बॉडी आप कितनी भी कसरत कर ले अगर आपका डाइट सही नहीं है तो आपको रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा
कभी कभी वो बहुत थक जाते थे और
कभी-कभी-
बोलते थे मेरे से सेट नहीं जाएगा
बहुत।
या मेरे से नहीं होगा आई एम वेरी टायर्ड सो मैं करता था कि ठीक है सर हम वेट कम कर देंगे पर हम एक्सरसाइज कैरी करेंगे बट मैं उस वेट को कम नहीं करता था सो उस चीज की वजह से उन्होंने जब मार के ये सेट खत्म किया तो मैंने उनको बता दिया कि ये सेट आपने कभी नहीं किया था दिस वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम यू डन इट सो हेवी
और फिर धीरे 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 देखते ही देखते
3
आपकी
months.
बॉडी जो है वो ट्रांसफॉर्म
Come on,
होने
you can do
लगती है
Yeah, because the consistency.
I train very early in the morning.
Oh, give me
So
up.
around 6:30, 7.
Very nice, very nice.
18%. 18 points.
You already see that. Damn.
18.5, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, very nice.
Pretty
So
good.
that seems very natural to me.
18.15.
From 4 months to 5? No, there's trickery here. How did that happen?
Not really. This seems all. I mean,
In 5 months? You get like that?
Yeah. Arguably.
He is hot. I agree. Yes. I mean, yes.
I mean, he might have struggled with the appetite suppression, maybe a bit. I wonder what his pharmacology regime was as well. I don't think they'll
100%.
talk about it, but
I don't think they would ever.
but you can see an incredible transformation in 4 or
5
5
months?
months. Genuinely, yeah. You can, genuinely. Like, life-changing. His diet was very unhealthy.
Probably not. He was.
no.
He had to be very strict.
I think he was fucking.
You had to be very strict because up until the
job.
3-month mark, that was very natural. Like 100%.
Yeah, that's what I mean by pharmacology, the whole steroids conversation. But I'm not sure whether this, maybe for appetite suppression, he might have used some pharmacology. Maybe for muscle growth, it's hard to tell. I wouldn't want to fucking say.
Dude, he's huge.
And I'm no expert in pharmacology, but you would presume, why not? It's a job.
Muscle memory? Yeah, that can also be a part in that. I have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about.
Just those traps seem sus to me. Shape when he had good genetics throughout his whole career. Also, this would be the period, especially when he was like so heavy. Injury. You're prone to get injured in that period. Is so high. But he was coached quite well coached. Interesting. That's what I was gonna say. 10%. Wow. I mean, this is where it starts to get a bit funny. That's uncomfortable now. That's uncomfortable. At 9%, that's uncomfortable. So, like, to put it into perspective, like, I am out of shape at the moment, and I'm like 14%, and this is like really comfortable. If you do get in shape and I put on more mass, if I maintain 14, 13%, that's unreal. To get to 9%, that's like, yeah, that's pretty.
Guys, I'm actually speechless.
9.6.
Wow, that's amazing. And also, it seems he was quite a functional physique for him as well. He was lifting quite heavy, doing a lot of squats and deadlifts and stuff. Yeah, very interesting. Good on him. And he did have that bodybuilding physique, because like for someone like me, like most tennis players are in that aspect. If you're 13, 14%, 12%,
Wow.
their physique looks very different to this. Like
5 months.
this is unbelievable. 6
Wow.
6 months. Great. Awesome to see. People are like, why he kinda
Respectfully, sir.
that's great.
Sorry, am I blushing? Am I red? That dude, wow. I also find it insane. I am actually a little blown away by the fact that you can transform your body.
Amazing.
Like that
That's what I'm telling you.
in 6 months.
That's
the
what
titties.
That's what I'm telling you. It's like you can get in the best shape of your life, like in a fairly short period of time. But it does require a lot up here. Like it's very, very difficult. So I do hope at least if you do want to get in shape, like anyone watching, this is inspiring. It's a very hard journey, but fucking hell, go ahead. It's a fantastic, you find a lot about yourself, And then most importantly, what I would recommend everyone would be longevity. You want to do this for the rest of your life. You don't just want to get in shape, best shape of your life for like 6 months and then fuck, you know what I mean? that sort of, I guess, unwarranted advice.